Scotty, and my neighbour decided to start mowing his lawn and whippersnippering and stuff right as I start the video. Awesome. Anyway, updates and stuff, because it's been a long time. There's an Illidan just over here. Hey, baby. He wants cuddle time. I'm special. Come here. Come here. Oh, there we go. Here we go. Into the blanket. It's not really a blanket. Shut up. You go into the thing. Go into the warm thing. There we go. Oh. Yes, so, very busy week. Very, very busy week. So, Andrew had his robot competition on Sunday. I ended up staying home because it was forecast to rain and I didn't want to be stuck out in the rain in the chair and stuff. So, yeah, I just stayed home, chilled out, did some gaming and stuff. Now you want to go down. Okay. Did some gaming and stuff and just chilled. Monday, what did we do Monday? Monday we just did some housework and stuff. We got the new fridge set up. We got the chest freezer cleared out, but it's still actually turned on and sitting in my kitchen because we've got to turn it off, drag it out, get all the ice out of it, and do that. It's crooked now. Oh, fuck it, whatever. Yeah, so that we've that's what we're going to be doing this weekend. Um, so Tuesday I had my dentist appointment. They had me booked in for a certain time. I got there ridiculously early, just in case. Ended up sitting in the waiting room for an hour, just over an hour after my appointment time. And it was very anxiety inducing just to begin with because it's in a hospital, so hospital phobia was playing up. But then as I was sitting there, I could hear like drills and like tools and stuff like that, and I don't know whether it was some sort of construction work going on somewhere else or whether it was dental stuff, but it was not helping the anxiety situation. So they looked around my mouth and everything, they looked at everything, and then they sent me over for x-rays. The x-rays are showing that there's no actual damage to my teeth and stuff like that. It's just um so I've got a swollen gum in front of my two front teeth. That's the big issue at the moment because it won't go away. And it's something that I used to get a lot, where it would swell up a little bit, stick around for a day or two, and then it would go. Um, so I can't remember the name of the condition that she said it was, but it's around hormones. It's a hormonal thing. So when my body's producing too many hormones, or like I'm just going through like a state of flux and everything's crazy, that's what happens. And it's very common in pregnant women, which I'm definitely not a pregnant woman, so yeah. But it's looking like when I've had the IUD put in, as my body's been adjusting, I've had like a flux of like hormones and it's swollen up and it's just stayed swollen because the IUD is putting out that same sort of level and it's staying consistent, which is a good thing, but it means that I've got to deal with this. So she gave me some toothpaste that I've got to try and get used to because it's a proper mint toothpaste and it's making me want to throw up. I have a problem with mint toothpaste. Gave me some mouthwash that I haven't used yet, but I've been warned that it's like super bitter and really gross, and I'm not allowed to rinse my mouth after I'm done with it, which I'm not looking forward to, but we'll see. Um, and they've booked me to have my teeth cleaned with light sedation because I was not going to be able to handle getting my teeth cleaned without it. So we're going to do that. Deal with this swelling hormonal thing in the beginning and then look at the other problems that I have with my teeth after. So, but it started, it's getting there, we're getting there. So that went well, and then it's just been a case of doing lots of housework and like stuff. And yesterday, yesterday was normal Thursday. I had my placement. I'm gonna do some stitching. This is where I'm at with her too. I'm doing the blended threads now that it's just beading. So yesterday, being a Thursday, I had my placement. And everything was going fine. You tell me this now when I don't have a ticket for the event. Never mind. A message popped up behind the thing on Facebook. I'll reply to it later. So I went early because I wanted to stop by the library, return some books, and I wanted to drop something in the mail that I had to send out as well. So I went early. As I got into the shops, because I went to the library, I had some time left, and I was going to go talk to Optus about some issues that I'd been having with my phone. Because it being a refurbished handset, the battery life wasn't any good. It kept dying really quickly for no reason at all. Like if it was sitting next to me on my desk doing nothing all day, after a couple of hours, it would be dead, which didn't make any sense to me. But yeah. And as I came into the shops, I decided, oh, I'll go have a look at Priceline because I need some new eyeliner as well. And my phone wouldn't respond. Like I went to change a song or something and tried to unlock my phone and it just would not respond. It wouldn't unlock, it wouldn't restart, nothing. It was just blank. So I took the case off, pulled the battery out, put it back in, put the case back on, turned it on, and it wiped a whole bunch of my application data, including all of the songs that I had saved from Spotify. It wiped all of that. It wouldn't pick up my SD card, so I couldn't access half my apps because they're stored on the SD card. And yeah, I had enough, and I'd been getting emails from Optus about my plan being over, like the 24-month plan I had for the S5. That was over, that I was eligible to get upgrades and like go onto a new plan and stuff. So I figured, fuck getting this thing repaired. I'm sick to death of it, like fucking non-responding and doing all this shit. Now it's just gone and wiped everything. I'm fucking over it. So I went in, and it took me an hour and a half to get a replacement because they have 5 staff members on. 2 of the staff members were hiding in the back. They just weren't doing anything. It wasn't even lunchtime yet, so it's not like they were really on a break or anything. And yeah, so two people were just out the back in the storeroom, and it wasn't until there were like 8 people waiting that they came out. And the chick who started to serve me kept disappearing at the back and then just didn't come back. And it took me an hour and a half to get my phone. Got my phone. I'm running late for placement. Like it's right on 12. I'm freaking out, thinking, oh shit, like this is gonna be a tight thing, but I'm dealing. Sitting on the phone, sitting on the train, pull out the new phone, pull the SIM card out of my old one, go to put it in the new one, and it needs a different size SIM card. So the S5 uses a normal size SIM card. The Samsung A5, which is what I got, which actually there's not much size difference to the S5, that uses a nano SIM. They didn't tell me that. So when I got to Penrith, I had to race into the Optus shop in Penrith, told them what happened. They had to fix it up. I had to wait 15 minutes for the SIM card to transfer over. So they did that. I started to head towards placement. I was running late. I was going to get there just on time. And then I couldn't log into Google, I couldn't access anything, and I couldn't update the software on my phone. So I turned around, went back to Optus, and like, what the fuck's going on now? They sent me over to the Samsung store. Samsung then sent me back to the Optus store, who then sent me back to the Samsung store, who sent me back to the Optus store. So by that point, it was 2 o'clock almost, and I'd missed placement. I'd managed to call them and leave them a voicemail, but they didn't get back to me. So I'm gonna call them pretty much after this. I've been on the phone already all day, so I just needed to take a little break from phone calls. But yeah, so that was a thing. Um, and then I had a social thing to go to later that night, so I just stuck around Penrith with one of my mates, and we went to the Warhammer shop and hung out a bit, did a little bit of painting and assembling and all that kind of thing. Doing all the social things that I need to be doing more, basically. But it was just frustrating, and I've got the phone mostly set up now. It's still got the fucking plastic covering stuff on it. I need to find a case for it and do all that now. Um, but it seems like a good phone, and the battery life seems good. Um, yeah, it was just a frustrating thing where it ended up taking about 4 hours to get the whole thing sorted because my phone just fucking. Oh. I've still got the S5. And it still somewhat works. Um, so I'm going to keep it just as a backup phone just in case. The downside is that one of the few things I managed to save before it wiped was my book catalogue, because I use an app on my phone for that. Well, guess what? Guess what else corrupted? My book catalogue. So now I'm sussing out what to do about that because I do not want to take everything off my shelves and rescan all of my books again because there's a lot of books, it's a lot of effort, and it's quite a physical toll. So I'm trying to work out what to do about that. So yeah, fun times ahead. Um, Today it's been there was a phone call about my complaint about my last job network. Something's finally getting done about that. We'll see if it goes any further, but at least there's something. Um, some of the placement that I'm going to be doing next term, they were touching base with me and letting me know what's happening. It's just a really long process. Um, Everything seems to be going well though, so it's looking like I'm going to be doing some reading tutoring next term. But that will greatly depend on how my job interview for next week goes. Because I have a job interview next week. And it's sort of like one of those things where it's lined up really well because it's on the Thursday, it's right before my placement, and it finishes at the time that my placement starts. So I told them that, and they're just like, okay, that's fine. Like, we'll put you in so that you get interviewed first. So it's coming up Millhouse. And yes, so that is. I think that's all I've got for next week. Um, my friend just messaged me then about a party that's on tomorrow night, saying that they're going and asking if I need a lift, but I didn't know if they were going, so I didn't get a ticket. So I don't know. I will suss that out. Um, yeah. So I'll have to buy a ticket if I'm doing that. And I don't know if they still have tickets left or if I have the money. Um, yeah, so I'm still setting my phone up and doing all of that, but it's getting there. I'm gonna do all this again. Um, banking stuff. I agree. Do the thing. Just the savings one. Yay! Alright, so I've got that much in there. Alright. If I've still got tickets left, I might buy one and go. I should do the social thing. Because social things. Oh, wait, I've got a new colouring book. That's something I can talk about. So, Yeah. It's not actually what I thought. Like, I thought it was going to be lots of pictures sort of like that, but it's more of a, like, you know, C is for color, and, like, there's, like, an alphabet sort of thing, and there's, like, little activities throughout it, and, you know, like, there's a hidden object. There's, like, animals and stuff, but there's, like, a body wand, and a violet wand, and a paddle, and crops and stuff in it, and it's sort of funny. Like, it's not bad. It's boobies. I don't know. Yeah. It's not quite what I've wanted, but yeah, yeah. Oh, and I got some basing stuff for Warhammer and models. It's not just Warhammer. I got this little guy too. He's a little voodoo doll. He's an old model. I didn't realize that he was a metal model. So this is the first time I'll have worked with metal, but he looks pretty cool. Um, yeah. So that's cool. And I got, like I said, I got some basing stuff. So I got some water effects. So I'm gonna do some testing with that because I have an idea for a really cool base for one of my Kingdom Death models, and hopefully it works out the way I want. And then I got this kit, and it's got some really large rocks. It's got some sand, some static grass sort of stuff. Well, it's not the static grass, that's just grass. It's like turf. Some smaller rocks, some slightly larger rocks, and there's the static grass there. You just got to cut it to the lengths you want. So those are for the models too. Because I've decided, where did I put them? They're still in my bag. Ugh. So I'm just gonna pull these out because I took these with me yesterday to paint. So these are the paintbrushes that I use. I've got an old Citadel fine detail brush, and I've just trimmed the top down to the flat, and I use that for dry brushing. And I've got a 10/0 and a 3/0 that I use for painting. So they're like super tiny. One of them is like barely there kind of thing. That's for fine detail. And those are what I use for painting my Warhammer figures. And I'm just gonna dump all of these out. I'm going to be rebasing my Kingdom Death models in white. Just because I'm going to start basing everything in white now. I'm over the black basing. So yeah. That's Eldar. So I started some Eldar. So I'm going to do them blue with a cream sort of colour. I've started mucking around with my skeleton ones. And I'm testing different like shading things with them, trying to pick which one I like. And the one that I've tried I didn't like. So I also tried some of the basing stuff out, and I didn't do it properly, but it's really hard to tell. There's like the ground's cracking and stuff, which is cool. That's what I want to do with the skeletons. That's Eldar, and Eldar. They go in the box for now. But the Chaos Cultists that I've got. So I'm gonna, again, I've tested some of the basing, and this one's it's like a sand dunes sort of one. And that's the way I'm going to do it. I'm going to do sand and like grass, and that's what that one's going to be. So, yeah. I've decided I'm going to do these as they're all going to be like little goths and punks and stuff like that. So this guy is going to be green. So I've put a base green down, and he's going to have like a green coat and stuff. And because they've all got gas masks on, but they've all got different gas masks and different weapons and stuff. So this guy's going to be green. This guy's going to be red, and he's got a very Team Fortress 2 pyro vibe going, so that's why he's red. We're going to do one in blue, one in purple, and what was the other colour that I picked? One in blue, one in purple. I don't know what I'm going to do the last one is. But yeah, so they're all going to be like goths, and I'm going to do them in like cyber goth and punk and, I think I was gonna do one, and I was gonna make some little spikes and stuff and put silver spikes on his jacket and stuff. Which I might do to this guy actually. The guy with the mace and the gun. Yeah. So he'll be. I'll probably do it in like black and like some really like sort of punk sort of thing. Maybe some plaid pants and spikes on his jacket and stuff. So I've got to get some green stuff so that I can mold some little pieces for them. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. With miniatures anyway. Yeah. Yeah. Wow. He wants more pellets. I gave him pellets not long ago, but he wants more. So yes, that is what has been happening, and there's not a lot of crafting. Not a lot of time for crafting because I've been doing so much adulting stuff that there's not much time. So today I was planning to do laundry today, but it is overcast and it's gonna rain any minute, so that's not gonna happen. I might do like a small load and put it in the spare room on the clothes horse and do that way. But yeah, that's not gonna happen. So I'm gonna go. He's starving, clearly. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna make some puff pastry scrolls and try out doing scrolls a bit differently. Um, so that we've got some snacks and stuff for over the weekend. And if they work out, I can do some more, and Andrew can take them to work when he doesn't have lunches and stuff. So that's a thing that I'm gonna do soon as well. Also, because I haven't eaten yet, so yeah. But I'm gonna go and probably go start cooking. I should be ready to cook. And I will see you guys later. Bye.